Guys, welcome back to Waxing On. It's Monday, and of course that means jazz. Last week we were profiling Nat King Cole. I talked about Nelson Riddle, who had done some orchestrations for him. And today we're going to focus a little more on Nelson Riddle and some of the last arranging that he did before his untimely passing. And that was when he was working with Linda Ronstadt, who we've also talked about quite a while ago. She was probably in that early first couple of months when we started this program. Just a great singer. If you've been watching the show, you know she's one of my favorites. I remember buying the 45 of Different Drum by Stone Ponies. And of course didn't know who was on there, didn't know who the Stone Ponies were, but I did enjoy the song a lot. And it was after that I found that in fact the lead singer was Linda Ronstadt. Then she branched off and she's done a lot of different styles, from country to rock, new wave, Broadway. She was doing Pirates of Penzance. She did a series of albums that were more big band, or more orchestra, not really big band tunes, more orchestra tunes. Those old kind of ballads and torch songs. And she put out a series of 3 of them, and I have it as a box set here. You see it's Linda Ronstadt, Nelson Riddle, Round Midnight. Now we notice on here, cassettes only. One of the few box sets I have that are either not an album or not CDs. And this was the 3 albums that Nelson Riddle had done. They packaged them together in a special package, 3-disc set. I'll just show you the inside. It looks kind of funny if you haven't seen this before, but there it is. There's the interior. You would think you had like master tapes or something here. I got 3 cassettes. And we're looking at What's New, Lush Life, and For Sentimental Reasons. Now, they were recorded and released separately. They just packaged it together as a 3-disc set. And again, Ronstadt can do pretty much any type of music and make it sound excellent. This one, not a lot of fast swing tunes. It was more of a laid-back album. To give you some idea. And again, my complaint is, came with a book. Seems to be a lot of information, but mainly about the songs. But the same old story I always have, no information about who's playing. We got a few people here, like Don Grolnick, Bob Mann, Tommy Tedesco, Bob Magnuson, people that play guitar and bass with Ronstadt. We've got drums, John Guerin and Louis Bellson on a few of the tunes. Now, there's one of the names I recognize as a big band drummer and maybe a session man as well in LA. But really, we don't know who's playing in the Nelson Riddle Orchestra. And this has always been a complaint of mine. Back in the 60s, yeah, that happened a lot because they really didn't put much on the album except whoever was the leader. I mean, if he was back in Sinatra, it was about Sinatra. It wasn't about the band. And to me, it's really unfair that these people didn't get some sort of recognition. Now, just kind of in a similar story, I was working on a movie, and I had a part, and I thought it was fairly significant. It ran probably about 5-6 minutes. In the final cut, they were down to about 20 seconds, maybe 15 seconds. And I'm talking to one of the cameramen on another job we were on. I said, you know, it was too bad. I thought I had some really good stuff in that part. And, you know, they cut it down to such a small amount. And what he said to me was, did you get paid? I said, well, yeah, I got paid. What's the difference, right? And I think that's the kind of attitude they took with some of these guys. I mean, they should have been recognized for the work they were doing, but people figured as long as they got paid, they didn't need any recognition. They didn't need any sort of spot on the record label. And I notice even now, I've mentioned this before, a friend of mine from LA, Rick Baptist, was working with the Musicians Union. They started crediting musicians at the end of like award shows or shows where they had performed. They're now listing the names of who's performing, and I think that's excellent. But on here, again, we've got the Nelson Riddle Orchestra. Really don't know who's playing. But let's take a look at the tunes. I mean, there's what's great. When you look at this, it's just classic after classic. I'll give you a start, side 1. What's New? I Got a Crush on You, the George Gershwin tune. I Guess I'll Hang My Tears Out to Dry by Simon Kahn. He Calls Me Crazy. Someone to Watch Over Me, another Gershwin tune with George and Ira Gershwin. Side 2, Don't Stand a Ghost of a Chance, Bing Crosby. What'll I Do, Irving Berlin. Lover Man, Where Can You Be? That's Jimmy Davis. Goodbye, Gordon Jenkins. Yeah, gosh. Lush Life, side 1 was When I Fall in Love. Skylark by Hargy Carmichael. Never Entered My Mind, Lorenz Hart and Richard Rodgers. Mean to Me. We've got When Your Lover Is Gone. I'm a Fool to Want You. Side 2 is You Took Advantage of Me, a Hart and Rodgers tune. Sophisticated Lady by Duke Ellington. Can't We Be Friends? My Old Flame. Falling in Love Again. And Lush Life by Billy Strayhorn. So you can see what I mean. It's just classic tunes, very familiar songs, a lot of excellent writers. Let's take a look at the last one, For Sentimental Reasons. When You Wish Upon a Star. Bewitched, Bothered, and Bewildered. Again, we're back to Hart and Rodgers. You Go to My Head, But Not For Me, the Gershwin Brothers again. My Funny Valentine, Hart and Rodgers. Side 2 was I Get Along Without You Very Well. I'm Blue, For Sentimental Reasons. And here's one that's one of my favorites. I mean, this is just a great tune. Nat King Cole song again, because we talked about him last week. Straighten Up and Fly Right. It's probably one of the more swingiest tunes on there. Little Girl Blue, again, Hart and Rodgers, and Round Midnight, tune by Thelonious Monk. Lots of great material. I'd say it's kind of easy listening. It's orchestrated music. Don't confuse it with big band music and the swing you get with that. But it's an excellent kind of songs or an album to put on just when you want music in the background. And again, Ronstadt's doing an excellent job because she always does, right? And it's the last chance to hear some arrangements of Nelson Riddle, like I say, before his passing. This was one of the last projects he worked on, putting these together for her. So that's it for Monday. Another crooner, but female this time, who's done a lot of different styles of music with one of the legendary arrangers from Los Angeles. Just to go back just for a little bit there, who's he been with? Well, worked with Ella Fitzgerald, Frank Sinatra, Nat King Cole. He was on the Smothers Brothers TV show, musical director, musical for the original Ocean's 11 movie with Frank Sinatra. The Rat Pack movie, Robin and the Seven Hoods. He did the music for the TV show Blue Night with George Kennedy. Route 66 theme song, the Untouchables theme song. I mean, you've been listening to him probably your whole life on television or in the movies. Maybe not a lot of his albums, but he did have a very distinctive style. And there was a story I read on Wikipedia, just an aside there, that McCartney wanted to do a song for him. And Riddle kind of had a rule that if he didn't get the whole album, he didn't want to just do a song. And it wasn't just ego, but he felt what he did was so different, or the style he played in was so unique, that to mix it in with other arrangers or other styles of music really wouldn't do it justice. So, very unique writer, arranger, conductor, great orchestra. Again, you've been listening to him probably for 60 years. Chance to hear his last works. Linda Ronstadt, Round Midnight. Linda Ronstadt. Find my other box here. There we go. Round Midnight with Nelson Riddle and his orchestra. Okay, everybody have a great week. We're getting started off, first real week in April. Hope everybody survived April Fool's Day and without any too much complications. We'll see you on Wednesday when it's classic rock. And Friday we got another unique album for you. I mean, we've done a lot of actors, actresses that decided to go out and make recordings. Again, this is one that I'm thinking probably not a lot of you have heard or a lot of you have seen, so it'll be worth checking that out on Friday. So until then, take care, stay safe. We'll see you on Wednesday.